So, some of you may know that I've done a lot of factory work in my life. And the past 10 years, I was actually running the tempered glass department at Quaker. Now, in this department is this huge oven. Half of it would fit in this room. And I kind of knew how to run it. Okay. I knew everything about this machine. I actually was running two different ones, an old one and a newer one. But I knew this machine forwards, backwards, inside, and out. Whenever we got the new one, I was actually helping them install it and put it together. I made sure I did that so I could know all the pieces, all the workings of it. I put in the recipes, which was the program for the glass to go through. I knew how to work on the steamer, the washer, the load bay, the two-stage oven, the quench, which cools the glass, and the unload. Like I said, I knew it forwards and backwards. Anything that seemed to be happening with this machine, I could get right in there and fix it. Whether it had to be with the glass not coming out right, or it was a mechanical problem. I knew how to fix this machine. I knew every part of it. So if there was anything that seemed wrong or anything that broke down, I was able to get in there and fix it. But that's just the tempered glass part that I know. Now, when it comes to a car, I could change a tire. I could change the oil. But much more than that, I don't know much about cars. When it comes to heating and cooling for the house, well, I ain't even going to touch that. But I have a son and a nephew I could call up to come do it. And then when it comes to taxes, I'm not even going to touch that stuff. I have an accountant that is like, here, I think this is all you need. I know what things I can do, and I know what things I can't do. Now, I tell you all of this because I have people that I've run into that I invite them to church, which all of us should be doing that. But I get so many times of them going, oh, I can't go to church because I'm not good enough. I need to work on myself and get myself better before I can go to church. Then I ask them, what do you mean you're not good enough? Too many of them think that all of us that are in church are perfect. I have to be perfect to go to church. Well, newsflash, none of us are perfect. Talking about myself, not even close. We are all constantly working on ourselves. But at least here, we are letting Jesus work on us. He's the one that can fix us. Jesus can fix all of us. But we got to be willing to let him do that. Trying to just work on myself without Jesus would be like me trying to work on my own car. Before I know it, I'll have pieces everywhere, and I still won't have a clue what I'm doing. And by the time I finally give up and go, I need to bring it to a mechanic, think of what that car is going to look like by the time it gets there. That mechanic's going to be, what happened? I don't know, but I think this is all the pieces. Put it back together for you. That is what happens when we try to work on ourselves without letting Jesus be a helper in that. Without Jesus being the lead person doing it. We need to be the helper. So, I've been out of Quaker for a while. And like I said, I knew that machine forwards, backwards, inside and out. And I still get calls whenever they have problems. Jesus knows how to fix us like I know how to fix that machine. We need to be calling on him when we have those problems. Just like my job was calling on me when they needed help. We need to let Jesus fix it. And everyone out there needs to know the same thing too. Call on him. Lay everything out to him. And he will fix us. Proverbs 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Our own understanding. Well, isn't that kind of what got us into the spots that we're in already? When we're trying to do things that make sense to us, but it doesn't seem to work out that well. Jesus can fix it. And sometimes he's going to have stuff for us that we are not going to understand. Maybe it's something that's just out of the blue, something out of the ordinary. And we can't see how this is really going to help us. How is this going to get us to be the person we need to be? How is this going to fix my problem? Well, I can relate that to my work. Whenever I temper glass and it comes out at the end as the finished product, that piece needs to be flat. If it's got a bow, whether it's like this or like this, it's kind of a useless piece of glass. Because it's going to be hard to get that to lay flat, and if you do, you're talking about a lot of pressure. Now, there's a quick way to fix that, in the way it gets cool. It's a quick, easy fix, but it doesn't really fix the problem. The problem of that is further down the line, when that glass is getting heated up. So I have to go down there and change the recipe a little on how it's heated. But it takes a lot longer before you see the results. Where the cooling, you're seeing it on the very next day. But this here might take another 3 or 4 days. Sometimes our fix has to be down at the root of the problem. And we may not see those roots. We're only seeing the results of it and think we got to fix that part. But it's the root of the problem. We may not see the results of it being fixed. We may not understand what we're doing is actually fixing the problem. But we need to trust in Jesus. When he starts to work in us, he is going to keep working it until it becomes perfect. So let's let him into our life. Let him fix what our problems are. Not just the surface problems, but those problems that are rooted deep down in us. We need to give our lives to him. Let him mold us in the way that we need to be. Sometimes we may not know what is actually going on. But if we trust in the Lord, then we know it is for a purpose. We know that it will come out for our benefit. So all of those that don't want to come to church because you're not good enough, I say to you, come as you are. Build a relationship with Jesus Christ. Let him into your life. Let him mold you. Let him change you. He knows the person you can be. He knows the person you can become. We just have to be willing to let him. So let's open up to Jesus. Let him make the changes in us, and let those changes be seen by all of those around us. Share our stories with those around us. Witness to the people around us. And let them know what Jesus can do in their life by showing the example of what he has done in our life. No matter the problem, Jesus can fix it. So let him in and let him have control. Amen?
Amen.